When I was younger, I used to play video games for hours. I'm talking like 6 hours plus per day. And I was completely miserable. It wasn't until I started doing healthy habits that I started seeing myself get any happier. And I saw my future getting brighter. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to become a high-value individual who attracts opportunities and stands out in any room that they walk into. I'm not going to give you any fluff or vague advice. I'm going to give you some actionable steps that you can actually start applying today. I was not always high value, and in fact, I'm still not perfect. As you can probably notice, I've spent about 2 weeks off of YouTube completely and I haven't made any video. I probably would have made 2 videos, but I wanted to take 1 week off to take a break, and then I got really lazy and I fell back into some old habits and I didn't record any YouTube videos. And I started to feel completely miserable. But here I'm back and I started going to the gym again and I started meditating and reading again, and I feel 10 times better already. So I know I'm not perfect, but I'm better than some random guy on the street. I used to waste my time with meaningless distractions. But once I started applying these principles that I'm going to share with you today, everything changed. Here's some proof. Just in the last year, I've grown my business, I've built meaningful relationships, and I've transformed into someone that I'm proud of. These steps work if you're willing to put in the effort. We're going to cover what it means to be high value and why most people aren't, the habits and traits that will set you apart, and how to apply these principles to become a high value person in every part of your life. So let's dive right into it. Step 1 is understanding what being high value means. Being high value doesn't necessarily mean having material wealth, social status, or external validation. It's mostly about the standards that you set for yourself and how you show up in the world, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. Think of the people that you admire the most. They're probably not desperate for approval or constantly seeking attention. And I doubt they're letting fear control their actions. Instead, they exude confidence, self-respect, and purpose. So a high-value person is someone who lives with purpose, holds themselves accountable, values self-respect instead of external validation, puts growth above comfort, and maintains strong boundaries in their life. On the other hand, low-value people seek validation from other people, fear rejection so much that they avoid taking action, let emotions control them rather than them controlling their emotions, and settle for mediocrity because it's easier for them and they don't have to put in the work. So basically, your life is a reflection of your standards. If you're surrounded by negativity, feeling lost, or stuck in bad habits, chances are you're settling for less than you want to deserve for yourself. But here's the good news. You can change that. So here's an action step for step 1. Take a moment and get out a piece of paper and reflect on your life and ask yourself these things. What standards am I currently living by? Am I pushing myself to my best, or am I not even trying? And second, am I settling for less than I deserve? Maybe it's your relationships, your health, or your monetary status. Now pick one area of your life where you've been accepting less than you should be. Maybe it's tolerating toxic friendships. Maybe you're skipping workouts and neglecting your health. Or maybe you're making excuses instead of actually chasing your goals. Whatever it is, write it down and commit to raising your standards. What's one action you can take today to help improve that area? Becoming high value is a decision. Being high value starts with a decision to demand more from yourself. Step number 2 is how to build the habits of a high value individual. Here's why habits matter. Becoming high value isn't about talent. It's about committing to your habits daily. Successful and confident people don't just wake up like that. They built themselves up through discipline and emotional learning. Think of every high-value person that you know, whether it's an entrepreneur or athlete. What do they all have in common? They've built habits that separate them from the average person. Here are the 3 non-negotiable habits that you need to adopt right now. Number 1 is going to the gym. I go to the gym every day and only take a break when I feel as though my body needs it. And going to the gym really teaches you a lot of discipline. And people will start to notice when you're building muscle and start to look at you in a different way. That's what's been starting to happen with me. And it's an amazing feeling once even you start to see some of the progress that you've made in the gym. Habit number 2 is read. There's really no better way of learning out there than reading. You're taking all the information that other people know and that they have condensed into a readable source of information, and you're consuming all of that. You're consuming all of the mistakes that they've made so that you can learn from them. And I really think books are an excellent way to learn about anything. That you literally just have to look up books about blank. So books about self-improvement, books about finance, books about this one particular niche problem that you have. I'm sure there's a book out there for you. And if you struggle to read like I used to, just read 10 pages a day and gradually go up from that. It's like going to the gym. You have to progressively overload your reading. And last habit that I would recommend for everyone is meditate at least 10 minutes a day. Whenever I get out of the habit of meditating, my mental ability goes down drastically. I feel worse and I feel as though I can't do as well with my work and making these videos. In this sort of 2 week that I haven't been making videos, I haven't been meditating as much. I think I meditated one time in the 14 days. And I felt totally drained. I felt like I couldn't do anything, and I felt like kind of a failure because I wasn't contemplating what I should be doing, and I wasn't clearing my mind. And really, for me, meditating is an amazing source of mental clarity. And I feel as though everyone should do it, and it's the third non-negotiable habit that everyone should do. Being high value starts with one simple step. You don't need to be perfect, like I said, but you just need to be consistent. So my action step for you is pick one of the 3 habits to do right now, whether that's going to the gym, meditating, or reading. Whatever it is, you have to start today. If you don't start today, you're never gonna do it, and no one is gonna do it for you. So pick one of those, gym, meditating, or reading. Do one of those today, but then maybe do 2 of the habits tomorrow and then 3 habits the next day. And like I said, consistency beats trying to strive for perfection every day. Finally, step number 3, apply the traits of being high value to every part of your life. And if you want to know what the 3 pillars of becoming high value are, I'll put them simply. The first one is self-discipline. Like what I mentioned before, going to the gym, reading, or meditating. Being consistent in every one of those things will help you become better in every area of your life. Pillar number 2 is continuous learning. This can be achieved through reading or taking courses, but you have to be learning all the time because otherwise you're just going to be stagnant and you're just going to be bored in life. And pillar number 3 is controlling your reactions, which is all emotional. You can't get triggered by small things, and you can't let criticize break you. Take it as it comes and see every failure as an opportunity for growth. So here's how you apply those to everyday life. In your relationship, try to stop chasing and start attracting. Low-value people chase validation all the time. They seek approval, tolerate disrespect, and prioritize the wrong people. You have to choose quality over quantity. A small circle of high-value friends is much better than a big circle of energy drainers. And finally, walk away from situations that don't serve you. Desperation repels everyone. Number 2, in your career, be the person that adds value. High-value people don't just do the bare minimum. They stand out by becoming irreplaceable. And how you do that is you take initiative. You can't wait for someone to tell you what to do. You have to do it first. Number 2 is you have to make a skill that makes you irreplaceable. The more you bring to the table, the more valuable you become. And number 3, become someone that others respect. And the final way you can apply all these high-value skills to your life is this. In your personal life, you have to hold yourself accountable. High-value people don't make excuses for themselves. They take full responsibility and don't blame anyone else. So you have to stop blaming external factors. Your failures are on you, and you have to take ownership for them. I would recommend creating a system to track your progress. I currently have a slip of paper up on my blackboard that is a habit tracker, and it tracks all my habits like gym, reading, meditating, and making these YouTube videos. And it helps me stay on track, and whenever I don't complete something, I have to stare at it all day and see one of my failures. And that is very good for making me not repeat the same failure in the future. And finally, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. I talked about this in my video about finding your purpose, but you have to lean just along your edge of your comfort zone in order to learn anything. Because growth happens when you challenge yourself, not when you stay comfortable. Because becoming high value isn't something you do just once, it's something that you do daily. So here's your challenge for today. Write down how you can apply these pillars to your everyday life, like your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. But you actually have to apply it, because high value people don't just learn, they apply it. But now you've got the blueprint to become high value. But remember, watching this video is not enough. You need to take action right now. If this video helped you in any way, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I post a lot of videos like this on self-improvement and financial advice. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.